So, what if I told you that most real estate agents are spending a whopping 80% of their time on completely the wrong things? Today, we're going to dive into this idea of the augmented agent and see how AI is set to flip the entire real estate industry on its head. Okay, let's just jump right in. Does this look familiar? For the average agent out there, a staggering 80% of the work week just gets eaten alive by admin tasks and what this source material calls digital friction. You know exactly what we're talking about, right? The endless emails, battling the social media algorithms, writing property descriptions over and over again. It leaves just a tiny 20% for what actually matters, being face-to-face with clients and closing deals. But what if you could take that ratio and just completely reverse it? I mean, just imagine for a second spending 80% of your time on the high-value, commission-generating stuff. That's the powerful promise we're exploring right now. This whole imbalance, well, that's what we're calling the 80-20 problem. And that digital friction we mentioned, it's not just an annoyance. It's a literal cap on your income and your impact. It traps you in the role of an administrator when you should be out there performing like a high-level advisor. And it's this exact problem that's fueling a massive paradigm shift in the industry. It's giving rise to what's being called the augmented agent. This slide just frames the evolution perfectly. Agent 1.0, that was the past, right? You were the gatekeeper of information. You had the listings, so you held all the power. But now, come on, all that data is public. So the modern Agent 2.0 has to be a navigator of intelligence. Your value isn't about having the data anymore. It's about your ability to interpret it, to communicate it, and to negotiate with speed and precision. So what exactly is an augmented agent? Well, think of it like this. You use AI as an exoskeleton. It's not a replacement for you, not at all. It's a force multiplier. It's this powerful tool you wear to delegate that 80% of administrative and creative grunt work, which frees you up to laser focus on the two things that actually put money in your pocket: human relationships and closing deals. And this quote from the source author, Lucio Baldiscozzari, it just hits the nail on the head. It's about a fundamental shift in your professional identity. The goal is to move beyond all those menial tasks and reclaim your status as an absolutely indispensable advisor. Okay, this all sounds amazing in theory, but how would you actually do it? Well, it all begins with mastering one foundational skill for this new era: the science of crafting a perfect prompt. Now, here's the crucial part. If you treat AI like a simple search engine, you are going to get generic, robotic outputs that your clients will spot a mile away. To get those sophisticated 10 out of 10 results, you have to master what's known as prompt engineering. And believe me, it is not as intimidating as it sounds. A perfect prompt is really just built on 4 pillars. First, persona. Who do you want the AI to be? A luxury copywriter? A tough-as-nails negotiator? Second, context. What's the situation? You got to give it the backstory. Third is the task. What specifically do you want it to produce? An email? A script? And fourth, constraints. What should it absolutely avoid? You know, like all those cheesy real estate cliches we all hate? So a real prompt sounds more like this. Act as a master negotiator. A client wants to cut my 6% commission. Your task is to give me 3 ways to reframe the conversation to focus on value, not price. Constraint, avoid being defensive. See the difference? It's night and day. All right, enough theory. Let's actually put this into practice. We're going to look at how these 4 pillars can help you navigate some of the most high-stakes scenarios that you face as an agent. First up, a classic, and let's be honest, often stressful challenge: defending your commission. This is a moment where a well-engineered prompt can make all the difference in the world. We've all heard some version of this, haven't we? Your commission is too high, I can get it done cheaper, and our gut reaction is so often to get defensive, but that's almost always a losing battle. Instead, with the right prompt, AI can generate a response just like this. It doesn't apologize or justify. It completely reframes the entire conversation. This one sentence transforms your commission from being a cost into a testament to your negotiating skill. And that is incredibly powerful. Okay, let's look at another critical area: marketing. How do you move beyond just boring property descriptions and create genuine emotional desire for a home? Well, the old way is that classic laundry list approach. 3 beds, 2 baths, granite countertops, you know the drill. But buyers don't fall in love with floor plans. They fall in love with a vision of their future. The new way uses AI for something called neurocopywriting, which is all about crafting language that speaks to the brain's decision-making centers. It uses the IDA framework, attention, interest, desire, action, to sell it a future, not just features. So how do you get the AI to do this? With a much more creative and strategic prompt. You don't ask for a list of amenities, you ask it to paint a picture. Describe a Saturday morning in this house. Who is there? How do they feel? This simple command forces the AI to create an emotional narrative that a potential buyer can literally project themselves into. Now, individual prompts are powerful, but the real magic happens when you start building them into a repeatable, integrated workflow, a system. The ultimate goal here is to build a strategic operating system for your business. For example, instead of wondering what to post on social media each day, you can use AI to generate a 30-day authority matrix. This is a complete content calendar designed to position you as the go-to expert in your market. It's about ending that post and pray trap for good and building a consistent, authoritative voice. So, what does all of this mean for the future of the real estate agent? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture, the core philosophy behind this entire approach. This is the most crucial point to take away from our explainer today. This is not about replacement, it is about augmentation. The AI generates the first 80% of the work, but it's your uniquely human 20%, your local knowledge, your empathy, your gut check. That's what provides the final polish, the nuance, and the emotional soul. Your expertise becomes more valuable, not less. So, there's no question the industry is in the middle of a massive technological shift. The real question is, are you ready to stop being Agent 1.0 and evolve into the Augmented Agent 2.0? The tools are here. The time is now.